Hi, my name is Robin Haney, and I lead an employee resource group. The end of my term is this month. On January 1st, a new leader is stepping in, and I'm not leaving the employee resource group. I'm not leaving. I am moving chairs. I'm actually going to co-lead with the person who is co-lead now. So we'll have two co-leads next year. And so this morning when I woke up, I thought about the end of my term. I more importantly thought about all the things that I have learned. I started leading the employee resource group in June of 2021. So what's that, about 18 months now? And I want to share with you some of the things that I learned. I'm not calling it best practices because what's best for me may not necessarily be best for you, but it's some good stuff. And I want to share it with you. So when you start your employee resource group, it's important to write your charter and your goals and to know what your values are right off the bat. And there are going to be folks who come alongside you and help you with this, other leaders within your employee resource group. Within our employee resource group, we have 13 leaders, and we all have a role. And there is no big leader, medium leader, small leader. And when I say that, I'm talking about in terms of hierarchy, right? We are equal in that. We just have different roles. I happen to be a lead. So there's a lead, a co-lead, there's a chief of staff, there's an administrative assistant, there's a communications and web administrator. There's also a media design administrator. There are two of those. We also have recruitment and retention administrators. There are two of those. We have a project manager and there's a steer co-liaison. Our company, we are all volunteers. And sometimes I may not be able to make a meeting that I said that I would be at because something else came up in my job. And I may have to rely on another leader to go and fill in for me. And that happens sometimes. So it's nice to know that within the employee resource group that I work with, we are all equal and we can all hold up our end and somebody else's end too. I hope you find something like that within your employee resource group. Our leadership team meets every other Friday, so twice a month, and we are very consistent with that. We make sure that we show up to those meetings, and most often, most of us are there. Sometimes, like I said, it's volunteer, and not everybody can be there. So I would suggest or recommend to you that you record your meetings. If you're not recording your meetings, take notes and share those notes so that everyone knows what happened during that meeting. So what you want to do with your employee resource group calendar is you want to start planning in December or October or September, August for what's going to happen the following year. Plot out that calendar. What do your dates look like? And start reaching out to people to see if they can come and speak at your events that you have for your members. So we do surveys and our members help us decide what's best for them. Else, like we play virtual games. It has been so much fun we call them social connections, where we get together and just let our hair down and have a good time. And sometimes, you may go all day without seeing someone who looks like you. And when you come to a social connection, you have all these people that look like you there. It's a good time. And don't be disappointed if only 5 people show up to your social connection. Here's the deal. You can have fun with 5 people, as much fun as you can with 40 people. It doesn't matter. Don't get bogged down in the numbers. If you do, you're gonna really do yourself an injustice, because you're going to start second guessing whether you should even be in the role and if you're doing a good job. I'm here to reassure you that you're doing an amazing job. You're doing an amazing job, and your leadership believes in you, your members believe in you, and keep going. Don't give it up. All right, awesome. Something else I want to tell you. When you have your leader meetings, I would say record them. If you don't record them, take notes so that you can share these notes with members that are not there. So remember, I told you that at our company, our leaders is 100% volunteer work. And we're not able to make everything all of the time, but we're interested in what happened. And so if you are recording the information and then sharing it, that's good, because your leaders are concerned. They want to know. If they were not concerned, they would not be a leader with your employee resource group. I love it. So yeah, and I would also tell you too that you are an ambassador for your employee resource group. Talk about your employee resource group. That's also great advertisement. So when you're having like your team meetings and you guys are talking about sales or whatever it is that you talk about in your team meeting, mention that your employee resource group is about to have this great event and invite them to come. Talk about your employee resource group at work and outside of work. You're going to find that you're going to have allies at work and you're going to have allies outside of work. You're going to have people who want to help you. Let them help you. But you're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to share. Because if people don't know what you're up to, they don't know how to help you. And you want as much help as you can possibly get. And I want to back up a little bit too, because I should have told you when I started this good work, I knew nothing about an employee resource group. So I had to train myself up. My sister, she bought me books. Y'all, I'm not talking about like 1 or 2 books. She came with like 8 books. One that I like them all. She did a great job. But this one in particular, I really enjoy it. Can you see? Find YouTube videos. There are lots of TED Talks out there. There are employee resource groups that post on YouTube, and you can learn from them. I learn from them. Do your searches online. Search the internet. There are lots of publications out there where you can learn. Ask your company to pay for LinkedIn Learning for you. My company pays for LinkedIn Learning. I have done like 20 courses this year alone. I had to up my game, right? So this may sound silly, but I had to up my game in Word. Microsoft 365, they come up with some new stuff. So I wanted to learn more about that. I wanted to learn more about Excel. I wanted to learn more about public speaking. I wanted to learn more about empathy. I wanted to learn more about mindfulness, right? I wanted to learn more about belonging. I wanted to learn more about diversity. All these things I found on LinkedIn Learning. Up your game. So find your allies within your company. Find your allies outside of your company, your friends, right? Just find people to help you. You know, inside the company, it was a partner in recruitment because we were very interested in bringing more Black folks to the company where I work. And great ally. And she and I hit it off right off the bat and became friends. So in November, last month, because we're still in December, last month, I was in her area. I went to dog sit for someone and I told her I was going to be there. She said, hey, that's only an hour away from me. Let's drive 30 minutes each and have breakfast. And that's what we did. We had a good time. I made a friend doing this good work, and I'm sure that you're going to make friends too. And, don't be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. Sometimes, maybe there are only 5 people that show up. So check this out. If there are only 5 people showing up to your employee resource group, they showed up. And that day that you had your event, there was probably another 100 or 1,000 employee resource groups around the country. They were also having events. And maybe 5, 10 people showed up to their events, maybe 20 or 25. But think about all of those people together collectively, right? We are all making a change. There is impact, leaving our employee resource groups and going out into the communities. We have to be excited about that. Don't be discouraged. Don't give up. Just keep on doing it. People who have helped me within the, our employee resource group, they have been wonderful. And I wouldn't trade any of the experiences that I've had with them for anything. It's been a good thing. Find your partners. What do I mean by partners? So I mentioned to you someone who works in recruiting at our company. So we were interested in recruitment. So we found a business partner in recruitment. We found a business partner within training. We found a business partner in the sales organization. So tap into all of the different business units and find your partners there. Whatever your members are interested in, you should find someone within your organization who can come and talk to your members, who can help you elevate, develop, and build your members. That's what it's all about. That's what your role is as a leader. Continue to stand up for what's right. There are going to be opportunities within your organization where someone outside of your community is maybe mistreated. And you're not just a leader for your community. You're a leader throughout the organization. So do your best to not only represent your employee resource group, but others in other employee resource groups. At the company where I work, we have 5. I have a good time. We have awesome leaders in other employee resource groups at the company where I work. And they share some of their best things that they pick up along the way with us. It's nice to collaborate with other employee resource groups. That's another good point. Use all of your resources. If an employee resource group, let's say Pride is having an event and they're having someone come in to talk about finances, invite your members to attend that event to learn about finances. Leverage each other. And that just, it builds up the treasure chest. Yes, treasure chest that you have. And it just expands the development and the opportunity across the organization for everyone. I think that's amazing. I think that's, awesome. You have your own story. You have some things that you can share that I can learn from, that we all can learn from. If you have something to say, I would love to hear it. Post your best practices, your best things that you've learned, all of your golden nuggets, all the things that make your employee resource group awesome. Share it here. Share links, share whatever you want to share here and tell us about it. This is, a great opportunity for us all to learn. Hey, I want to thank you for spending time with me today and allowing me to share some of the best parts of what I've learned during this journey of leading an employee resource group. I had a good time. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and you're an awesome leader. Bye.